Medical expert Dr. Bill Comrade de Blasio is now demanding in New York City that the people of New York City follow his strict new COVID-19 guidelines, or they risk losing their freedom, that their freedom will be taken away. Pay close attention to what he says here.
The Delta variant has changed the game. Unless we want to run the risk of going back to restrictions, having our freedom taken away, and people losing their jobs again, it's really clear what we have to do. So here's a clear message. We're saying you want to go enjoy great restaurants, amen. You want to go to movie theaters, go to the gym, that's great.
Are we entitled to give up to can't be lazy after jobs?
For the good and the health of everyone around you as well. It's not that tough.
Me love the wishy people seems that purple wisher and
Well,
extremes.
that's kind of strange because his measure takes away everybody's
Are we
freedom. By the
entitled
way,
to give up to
Comrade
can't be
de
lazy
Blasio,
after
our rights
just
actually
leftist
come
and
from
wishy
God,
people
the
seems
creator,
that purple
of
wisher and
everything,
extremes.
not from you, Comrade Bill de Blasio, but apparently Bill thinks he knows best. He's a New York politician and a failure at that after all.
That's me, and
So forget about consulting with your doctor or medical privacy or patient-doctor confidentiality. If you don't follow Comrade de Blasio's rules in New York City, you get vaccinated and present your papers to anyone who requests it, you will no longer be allowed to enter a restaurant, a gym, see a movie, Broadway show, go to a concert, nothing. You will be shut out. Show us your papers, get the vaccine mandated, or you're out. What about people that have rare conditions who can't get the vaccine because their doctors tell
not
them
me and
that it
lively
would harm
common
them?
sense right
What
hate
about
and
those
double
that had
game
COVID?
and ventricular
Well, following
absorption.
science,
And
the
this
Cleveland
mean that
Clinic says,
alone
very
pretty and
prestigious
this
medical
lucky me.
institution, that if you had COVID-19, you don't need any of the vaccines. What happened to follow the science, that mantra?
Lucky me,
Now, as
don't
de
give in
Blasio
to
just
sex.
mentioned,
I mean
we don't follow
perverted,
his
you know,
orders.
hex come on
All
and
of your
problems. Love
precious
me,
freedom
well, feel
not
sorry,
only could be
wishy at
stripped
them.
away,
Welcome
but he's
to
stripping
and
it
feel
away
me,
anyway
and
at the
this
drop
team
of a
is
hat.
not a quitter,
A perfect
listed
example of
seems.
why it's never a good idea to elect a devout, socialist,
I mean,
Marxist, communist, authoritarian figure like Bill de Blasio. And it's not just him. At Biden's request now, Democrats across the country, they're eagerly implementing new mask mandates. What happened if you get vaccinated? Life goes back to normal. They're now mandating vaccine requirements and vaccine passports, social distancing even for kids in school, restrictions on all businesses, and breaking tonight, as we reported at the top, well, now our Pentagon will soon announce a COVID-19 vaccine
Are we
mandate
entitled
for every
to give
single
up
member
to
of our
can't be
military,
lazy
whether
after
they want it
just
or
love
not.
and the wishy
And Los
people
Angeles, by
seems
the
that
way,
purple
they might
wisher
soon
and
mandate
extremes like
vaccine
me and
passports
lively
just like
common
New York.
sense right hate
Get
and
this,
double
yesterday,
game and
we have this
ventricular
genius
absorption
that
and
runs the
prestige.
NIH,
Me not
the
alone
director,
pretty and tease
actually
lucky me
encouraging
don't
parents
get
at home
into sex.
that have
I mean
children,
perverted,
you must
you
put
know
your
hex come
masks
on
on at
and
home
problems.
inside
Love
your
me well,
house.
feel sorry, wishy
Okay.
at them
We are
her
now
come on to
dealing
feel me
with
distance
lunatics.
see me not
These
a
are the same
quitter.
people that
This
said,
seems
if you got the vaccine, life goes back to normal. Are you going to believe them now?
I mean,
Because they lied to us, because that never happened. And clearly they don't believe in something called freedom. But if you question the so-called experts, you oppose the government mandates, you're guilty of killing people, according to New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy, another idiot with one of those executive orders putting COVID-positive people in nursing homes. Take a look.
These folks back there have lost their mind. You've lost your
come
minds.
to and feel me this
You are the
me
ultimate
a quitter.
knuckleheads, and because of what you are saying and standing for, people are losing their life.
Army entitled to give up to country lazy after such leftist and wishy people seems that purple wisher and extremes like me and lively common sense right hate and double game and ventricular absorption and prestige me not alone pretty and this lucky
Without a
me.
doubt, the dramatic lectures from the left are once again ramping up. At the same time, they're not going to say a word about the biggest super spreader event that has been ongoing since January 20th, right at our own southern border, the Biden super spreader. The state of disaster has now been declared in McAllen, Texas. Why? Because 7,000 COVID-positive illegal immigrants were released into that one city alone, including 1,500 crazy.
one. Yes, sir.
We have no idea how many more
Me too, me really. Right, this
enforcement,
indication
a record
is
number
more right.
of illegal immigrants from all over the world, many with COVID, none of
Nevertheless,
them
me
being
come
tested,
on, keep
nobody's
doing this
being
one other
vaccinated,
song.
no mandates for them, and they're now being dispersed in buses
Me
and
too,
planes
me really.
to every state
Right, this
in the
indication
country.
is more
And they're
right.
all being paid
Nevertheless,
for by
me
you,
come on,
courtesy
keep
of Joe
doing this
Biden.
one
But
other
if you
song.
turn on fake news CNN or MSDNC or ABC, NBC, CBS, or read the New York Times and Washington Post, you're not going to hear anything about this massive super spreader event. They didn't tell you about Joe's cages for kids in the middle of a pandemic that were overcrowded and they're on top of each other. Yeah, in the middle of a pandemic with a high rate of COVID positivity. But according to the mob, the media, Big Tech, the Biden administration, well, Governor Ron DeSantis, blame him. The guy whose schools have been open now for a full year, they're going to blame him. All because why? He's not going to force 3-year-olds to wear masks.
Fugitive endeavor, mystic
DeSantis,
sting,
guess
meetings
what?
achieve me as a system. But when we write this sort of songs not to achieve me has gone wrong. Or and for long, not artificial. This experience me
Try
gain.
to single out Florida over COVID. This is a guy
Because
who
the
ran for
prestige
president saying he was going to
is
quote,
so
shut
in vain
down
and
the
not the
virus.
greasy
What has he
fugitive.
done? He's imported more virus from around the
And
world by
fugitive
having a wide
endeavor.
open southern border. Biden, he rejects science because he denies the fact that people that recover from COVID have long-lasting immunity. That's been proven time and time again, and the data is very clear. So you're trying to restrict people, impose mandates, and you're trying to ruin their jobs and their livelihoods and their small businesses. If you are trying to lock people down, I am standing in your way, and I'm standing for the people of Florida. So why don't you do your job? Why don't you get this border secure? And until you do that, I don't want to hear a blip about COVID from you.
We truly really wanna
Well
write this
said. And by the way,
indication
this Governor
is more
DeSantis,
right.
he
Nevertheless, me
mobilized
come on, keep
every
going this
single-
one other
every
songs to
single
endeavor.
sector of
Still
his
with this
government to
achievement of
focus
this
on
team.
the most vulnerable, the elderly population in Florida, to protect them, unlike New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and Michigan, where they were putting COVID-positive patients in nursing homes and killing the most vulnerable population. The Biden administration is actually concerned with the spread of COVID. Close the border, Joe. Close the border. That's the biggest super spreader. You're responsible for the biggest super spreader event in the entire history of the COVID pandemic in this country. That would prevent thousands of unvaccinated illegal immigrants that you're processing every day by not literally enforcing the laws of the land.